today I'd like to introduce to you Barbara. Barbara is one of our Unite for Her members, and we are honored to have her tell her story and how she came into contact with Unite for Her. Barbara, thank you so much for being here with us. I'd love to hear a little bit more about your background.
Certainly. It's my honor, first of all, to be here, my pleasure to be here. My name is Barbara Reese, and I am 81 years old. I was a New Yorker for practically my entire life. And in in the fall of 2022, I decided to move out to Pennsylvania to be closer to my family. And a month before my move, in December of 2022, I found out that I had ovarian cancer. A year and a half prior to that, I was diagnosed with stage 1 breast cancer and had radiation for 3 weeks. Getting the ovarian cancer diagnosis was an absolute shocker to me. No one in my family has had cancer, and here I'm getting more and more of it. Needless to say, it was a very trying time. I moved out to Pennsylvania at the end of January, and 1 week after that, I went back to New York to have my ovaries removed and part of my omentum. In February, towards the end of February, I started having chemo at Fox Chase in Philadelphia. It was, what can I say? Moving, settling in, dealing with a very serious illness was tough. Luckily, I had family. And then in March, I believe, Fox Chase somehow gave information to Unite for Her about me, and I was contacted, and I became a member. And I can only tell you that in all this time, we're talking since March, it's been a wonderful lifeline for me. I developed serious gastro problems, and lo and behold, I came in contact with Erin Pellegrin, who is the director of
Nutrition and culinary. Yes.
and education. And she was just wonderful. I can almost tear up and cry when I think about what she was able to do for me. Besides, let's just say that she listened, and that was number one. She was supportive, she was knowledgeable, made suggestions that, although I sometimes said, what is she thinking? They worked. I had never used lentils before in my life, and lo and behold, I was cooking with lentils. I always felt that I had eaten in a healthy way, but Erin just added to that. And she's like a ray of sunshine as far as I'm concerned. She was there for me, she listened to me, she made suggestions and even had virtual cooking demonstrations on her recipes, and they are still continuing with other people in Unite for Her. And she made the recipes seem so simple, and they really were quite delicious. But I'm only talking about one person who is spectacular. Unite for Her has just always been there. They are in constant communication with people who are dealing with severe illness. There is a real philosophy of wellness, of being there, being supportive, giving people options to help them go on with their life. Cancer can be can lead you down sometimes a very negative path. You have to consistently try to be positive. And you may be surrounded by family, and you may be surrounded by others, but Unite for Us is there with its positive attitude. There is not a person that I have come in contact with from Unite for Her that has not had a smile on his or her face, listening really intently to what's going on. And so I'm going to go on with what they have offered me. They have a wellness passport with 10 little squares, and you have the opportunity to choose what you think will be helpful to you for your well-being. For instance, yoga, meditation, acupuncture, counseling. There is a food gift card. There are vegetables that you can pick up for that could last for several weeks. I was fortunate enough to decide on acupuncture and went to a wonderful woman, Karen in Princeton, who has really helped me relax. And I am so grateful that Unite for Us was able to give me that opportunity and that benefit. Besides that, I've gotten makeup. To Thrive is the name of it. And hey, it's great. You know, my eyebrows are now growing in. My hair, as you can see, is starting to come in. There was a virtual meeting dealing with hair and the products to use for your hair, which I participated in. I can't say how grateful I am to have had this support. I have a smile on my face when I think of Unite for Her, because they're there for you. I mean, they just are there. They are ready to give suggestions. Look, not all of them are going to work. You know, you got to pick and choose what you think is going to be good for you. But for an 81-year-old woman, they've kept me going. And they've made me feel that I'm going to get through it, although I'm not in remission. I had 6 chemo treatments during the summer, 3 weeks apart. At the end of it, I had a PET scan, and they let my body rest, and I am not in remission. So I am back on chemo. It hasn't spread. It's contained. Tomorrow I have one of my chemo sessions. Am I looking forward to it? Absolutely not. But you want to go forward, and you just got to keep going. You got to keep walking. You got to keep thinking positively. And Unite for Her does all of those things for me. And I'm hoping that they will do it and can do it for you as well. I'm lucky. I feel like I'm a lucky woman. And so I will continue. I'm sorry to say my cat has decided to join this little visual meeting with her tail. And I'm happy to see her because she's been not feeling well. We're going to get her off the desk.
That's okay. We love having company.
Exactly. And she has helped. I don't know as much as Thrive for Her, but she certainly has helped. And Melissa, I really, I thank you. I thank you and your group for being there for me and for so many others, because I have seen when I've done these virtual meetings that there plenty of people just like me
Mm-hmm.
that are benefiting from what your organization does. And tomorrow is a perfect day to show um, that you appreciate it. And I will try to
Absolutely.
show my appreciation as well. And thank you all for what you've done and what you're continuing to do.
Thank you, Barbara. That, you really said everything about how you felt about Unite for Her. And that means so much because there may be somebody watching who doesn't really know what Unite for Her does. And like you said, we provide the support for you, the whole person. Your
Absolutely.
diagnosis is one thing, but we want to be able to give you these supportive services that are going to help you, Barbara Reese, yourself. And you touched on our nutrition team and how fabulous they are. With Erin comes 3 other registered dietitians that we
Right?
have on our team,
Absolutely. Yes.
and the cooking webinars that you mentioned, and the integrative therapies like the acupuncture. And we offer so much to our members, and this is exactly why we love to hear the voice of our members. So thank you so much.
Oh my
And
God.
what we want to do today with being Giving Tuesday is we just want to share this with others. So if someone wanted to support by donating, there is not a donation that's too small, and there's not a donation that's too large, because everything goes to help more members like you. So
Absolutely.
we just
Absolutely.
thank you for being a part of our program.
I thank you for doing what you have, the plans that you have for people, and your philosophy. And it is my pleasure, my really, truly, sincerely, my pleasure to be able to say what's been on my mind about Unite for Her. And I just hope you can continue as long as you can, making people feel whole again. And hey, that's what it's all about.
Oh, you said it perfectly, making people feel whole. And this year we plan to serve over 5,300 men and women across the
Oh
country.
my heavens.
And so that's why every bit of our support helps. So we are so thankful to you today. We're so thankful for everyone who's watching, who's going to support and donate to Unite for Her. And we want to continue to do the mission that we've started, and that's supporting men and women with breast and ovarian cancer. So thank you again, Barbara.
Thank you. And thank those people that I don't see, that are behind the scenes maybe. Thank you for continuing to do this and helping us, and making what is a very serious and very sometimes mind-blowing. You say, how the hell did this happen to me?
Mhm, mhm.
But however, you keep us going. So